I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but for the longest time I actually didn't have a proper desk setup in this new apartment. But all of that changes today. Hey, I'm Brian and this is my minimal productivity-focused desk setup. This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, or virtual private network, that encrypts your traffic and changes your IP location. But how can that be helpful to you? Well, now that we're all stuck at home, you can use Surfshark to access content normally only available from another country without having to be there, like the US version of Netflix. My viewers can try it risk-free for 30 days and get it for just $1.99 a month after that, so give Surfshark a try at the link in the video description. As always, we'll start with the display. It's the Samsung Space Monitor, which sounds a lot more futuristic than it is. It has a 2560 by 1440 resolution at 27 inches to give you a nice big workspace, and it's also 144 Hz for super smooth motion. This would be great for gaming as well, but I mostly use it for editing videos, which works well given the very accurate VA panel. But the main event, apart from the super slim bezels, is of course the stand. It mounts directly to your desk to not only give you a super clean look, but also allow you to easily move it out of the way if you need the desk space for something else. Great for productivity and for filming. The stand also has cable management to hide the single combined HDMI and power cable going into the monitor. One gripe I have with it though is that it doesn't have USB Type-C. My laptop can't be charged over it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal for this setup, but it's definitely not that future-proof. Speaking of the laptop, it's still my trusty Asus ZenBook Flip 14 from 2018, with a Core i7, 16GB of RAM, a 512GB NVMe SSD, and an MX150 GPU. I continue to enjoy the PowerAid packs despite being so small and thin. It's actually still one of the smallest 2-in-1s with a dedicated GPU. Though that 2-in-1 character is less important to me now that I have an iPad as well. The laptop sits in a vertical laptop stand by Macally to free up more space on the desk, but of course I can also flip it open if I need two screens. Windows now fortunately switches between extended desktop and external display mode automatically when you open and close the laptop, which is really handy. But quickly back to the stand. It nicely matches the space gray color of the laptop, and it's the only one I could find that doesn't block the ventilation many laptops have at the back of the bottom panel. And with the laptop propped up like this, it also serves as a convenient headphone stand for my XB950N1 noise cancelling headphones. I don't have any speakers connected since I don't live alone and don't want to annoy anyone. For the peripherals, I use the Logitech M535 Bluetooth mouse that is really nothing special. I like the blue color though, and it's nice and compact to take it on the go. The keyboard is the much more interesting and much newer edition. This is the Royal Clutch RK61. It's a Bluetooth mechanical keyboard with brown switches, which is still quite a rare combination. But of course it had to be wireless to keep the cables to a minimum. It's quite affordable at about €70, it's super well built and has blue individual key backlighting to match the mouse. This keyboard is actually really awesome, I can highly recommend it, even if it does take some time to get used to if you normally type on lower profile keys. The last things left on the desk are a Tommen's lamp with an RGB Philips Hue bulb in it, a Rubik's Cube, mostly for decoration, as well as some greenery in the form of some cacti from IKEA. Speaking of IKEA, the desk itself is the IKEA Skarsta with a wide 120cm tabletop, and it's actually a manual standing desk that you can adjust with a crank. That's not as convenient as a powered one, but it's also much cheaper while still giving you the option to be able to stand up and continue working if you can't sit anymore. The chair is the Langfjell, also from IKEA. And that pretty much already covers it. I'm really happy to finally have a proper desk setup again. I forgot how nice it is to edit video on a big, high-resolution display. Plus, it adds a nice backdrop for recording A-roll. And of course, you'll find links to everything I mentioned in this video down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, you know which buttons to press. Don't forget to press that follow button on Twitter, and don't forget to stay home and stay healthy. I'm Brian, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.